Interview script for content moderator role. Scenario 1. Hi, Michael. Thanks for joining this call. Let's jump into a scenario you might face as a content moderator. I'll describe the situation, and I'd like to hear how you'd handle it.
Sure, I'm ready.
Great. Imagine you're reviewing a video that has been flagged multiple times by users for potential violations, but the content doesn't clearly fall into a violation category. The video includes controversial topics that aren't outright violations, but the comment section is full of heated and potentially harmful arguments. How would you approach moderating this content?
First, I would review the platform's guidelines to see if any specific policy would apply to the video content itself. If it doesn't directly violate our policies, but still leads to a heated response, I would document the incident carefully in case it needs escalation. For the comments, I'd assess if there are specific violations like hate speech, harassment, or threats. If there are violations, I'd apply the appropriate actions, such as removing the comments or warning users. I'd also consider whether the content could be reviewed further to determine if it needs a warning label or if it should be removed to prevent further harm in the community. I would ensure everything is documented clearly in the moderation system.
That's a solid approach. What would you do if a video keeps getting flagged by multiple users but continues to meet the guidelines?
If it continues to meet guidelines after each review, I would follow our procedure for handling high flag, low violation content. For example, I'd tag it to ensure our team knows it's been reviewed multiple times to avoid unnecessary escalations. Additionally, if the guidelines permit, I might add a community advisory notice to the video to help set appropriate expectations for viewers and prevent misunderstandings.
Great answer! Thank you for your approach. This was a helpful insight into how you'd handle the complexities of content moderation on a platform.
Interview script for content moderator role. Scenario 2.
Hi, Michael. Thanks for joining this interview. Let's go through a scenario you might face as a content moderator. I'll describe the situation, and I'd love to hear how you'd handle it.
Sure, I'm ready.
All right. Imagine you come across a video that has started to get significant attention on the platform. It's spreading information that seems questionable, and some viewers are expressing concerns that it might be misleading or inaccurate. However, it doesn't appear to violate any specific policies on its own. How would you handle this?
First, I would conduct a quick review to see if the video content matches any specific policies we have for misinformation, especially if it's content that could impact user safety or public well-being. I would then document the video's context, including the main points in the content and the nature of user interactions in the comments section. If the video is not violating any guidelines but could still be misleading, I would consider escalating it to a supervisor or team that specializes in handling potential misinformation. In the meantime, if our policies allow, I could apply a general advisory label to inform users to verify information independently.
Good approach. Now, what if you encounter a similar situation, but for content that spreads rumors rather than factual claims? How would your approach change?
For rumors, I'd follow a similar procedure of checking guidelines and documenting the details, but I'd prioritize understanding the context and user reactions to see if the rumors are causing harmful behavior or responses. If users are reacting in a way that suggests potential harm or harassment based on the rumor, I'd escalate it for review, as it could indirectly impact user safety. Otherwise, I'd monitor the content closely and follow any guidelines for potentially harmful rumors or advisory labels.
Excellent! That's a thorough response. Thank you for sharing your approach to handling potentially misleading content and rumors. This really helps us understand your approach to complex situations.